The Necromancer class. The class people think I predicted. Let's talk about it. I posted this video talking about the updates that I want to see on this game. One of them is stackable items, and most importantly, the Necromancer class. I even made this concept model of what I think it should look like. And that's why people thought I predicted it. My notification actually blew up, and some even think that I work with the devs. But on that video, I only discuss updates that I saw and had piqued my interest on the suggestions channel on Discord. So I just want to give proper credit to the actual people that suggested them and made this happen. Okay, let's talk about this class. Like I said on this video, I love Necromancers. Even on my favorite game, Elemental Dungeons, my favorite element is kind of a Necromancer type. But if you follow me closely on this channel, you know that I was hesitant to buy this class. I haven't even seen any videos about it, but just from the comments on my channel alone, I can already picture the problems people are having. So let's discuss those, and offer a solution to the problems. At level 1, it allows you to collect souls and summon up to 6 cultists to fight for you, which I think should already be a given to this class. I don't think this should be a perk. I think they could have added an extra useful perk at level 1, like extra speed or something. There's a couple of perks like this that I think should already be a passive to the class, like Pyro. At level 1, you can recharge your Flamethrower with fuel cans and it auto-cooks food. That's not really a perk, right? That's just the description of the class. Anyway, at level 2, your summons will deal more damage. I forgot to get footage of it for different enemies, but here's a comparison to a regular wolf. I think greater is not the word here. Don't get me wrong, this class still deals a lot of damage, especially when you got the max 6 summons. And that's why people are asking me whether it's better or an equal to Cyborg. But Cyborg is unconditionally strong. Cyborg is consistent. You're strong from the start, and you're still strong till the endgame. Necromancer, on the other hand, needs conditions to be strong. You can't deal any damage with this class at the beginning, and you need to get souls and cultists to be strong. Those are the conditions of the Necromancer. This is actually one of my issues. That is, you can't use your staff to deal damage. But we'll discuss that later. At level 3, you'll get a better night vision the more cultists you have. Keyword on the word have, because I tested this, and I thought it meant cultists that are under your control. So here's what it looks like with 0 active summons. And here it is with the max 6 active summons. I was confused because I don't see any difference. So I thought maybe it's the souls count. So here's 30 souls versus 200 souls. And again, there's no difference. So I used all those 200 souls to resurrect around 65 cultists, and this happened. I was excited because this is such a high level of night vision, the highest in the game so far. Even a flashlight can't make this any more brighter. But when I was editing this video, I hopped on the game to get some more extra footage for my teleportation analysis, and this happened. As you can see here, this one cultist was the first and only cultist I summoned, but I still got this level of night vision. So I was confused and tried it again. But this time, nothing happened until I thought maybe it's a bug, because on that one clip I have 6 summons, but this didn't happen. I was also suspicious about how it only happened exactly when I touched the volcanic biome. So I tried it again, and well, there it is. I had to try it again on another class to make sure that this is not just a universal bug. I'm not sure if this is a bug or a feature, but if it's a bug, I guess abuse it before it gets patched. If it's a feature though, the Necromancer has the best night vision in the game. I think it's pretty similar to when the meteor shower event lights up the sky. But to get this perk, you need to max this class first. And to level this class to max, you're gonna need to resurrect a total of 300 cultists. If you need 3 souls for 1 cultist, then you're gonna have to kill a total of 900 cultists. That's a big number, so here are some suggestions to help you. First one is to play on the volcanic biome. If you get a snow biome, just reset until you get a volcanic one. It's pretty self-explanatory why this is the best biome for this class. Not only that there's a lot more cultists on this biome, but you can also resurrect the most OP one. There are some types that you can't resurrect, like the aliens or the Juggernaut, but you can resurrect the King Cultist. You can even resurrect 6 and make an army of just King Cultists. They have much higher damage and HP than a regular cultist. 6 regular cultists are already pretty strong, so 6 King Cultists will be a big advantage. Second tip is to keep banishing and resurrecting cultists. If you're not actively fighting and losing summons like me, then you should keep banishing them and resurrecting new ones to hit your quest. Third tip is to play multiplayer. The number of cultists multiplies on strongholds and raids, depending on how many players you have. So the more players you got, the more cultists you can get. Just remember to remind them not to put the bodies on the fire. Speaking of strongholds, this is where you can really see the main problem of this class. Your summons get stuck on walls and can't get inside the stronghold. At best, you can get them to the first floor of the stronghold, but they will get stuck on the stairs and can't get to the higher floors where they're most needed. The cultist has a pretty basic pathfinding coded to them. It can jump over small obstacles and turn, but basic pathfinding is only good for a straight line direction. Let's demonstrate that here. I coded a basic NPC that will follow me wherever I go. As you can see, it's pretty good at doing that. But if we add an obstacle, as you can see, it's not capable of thinking about going around. It just wants to go on a straight line. But Roblox has a pretty good pathfinding. You can test this out yourself by setting your movement mode to click to move. It knows how to go around obstacles and find the fastest path possible. But it's not without any issues. Advanced pathfinding is good, but not perfect. My example here is pretty basic, but 99 Nights has a more dynamic terrain generation with lots of different obstacles. So, advanced pathfinding may also have issues. The dev solution was to make the cultists teleport when they're left behind at a certain distance. But when you are inside a closed space like a room or like the Stronghold, then sometimes, even if you get to the opposite end, you can't hit that distance requirement for them to teleport. One simple solution is to fix the teleport command using the staff. As you can see, we can teleport our summons using the staff with the whistle command. But this doesn't work when you're inside structures. That's why it also doesn't work inside the Stronghold. I think this is their way of preventing the summons to get stuck on walls or furnitures. But if they make it so that it spawns closer to us and more predictable, we can set ourselves up to spawn them where they won't clip through walls. For example, if they script it so that they spawn behind us every time, then we can always orient ourselves so that we're not backed against the wall, and thus, they won't spawn inside it. If they do though, then that's a miscalculation on our end. Bonus points if they can make them come up the ground like this, because they're undead. So yeah, right now, this class has some issues. The Stronghold is such an important part of the game, probably the most important if you're interested on grinding and unlocking other classes. So to have a class that is worth 600 diamonds and is completely unable to do the Stronghold is pretty bad. But Meewton, we can see you doing the Stronghold right now and you're doing pretty fine without the help of the cultists. Yeah, but that's the point. This class isn't adding any value to this Stronghold raid right now. I can be doing this for free instead of spending 600 diamonds. Not being able to damage using our staff is my biggest disappointment, because a Necromancer is a type of wizard, and on other games, films, or any piece of media, Necromancers can shoot with their staff. If that will make the class very OP and unbalanced, then I hope we can at least use our staff to command our summons to attack an enemy. Right now, this class relies heavily on other tools and cannot stand on its own 2 legs. Another thing to consider if you're gonna buy this class is the very early game. Rescuing the first kid on day 1 is the standard at this point. And to some classes, especially for the price of 600 diamonds, that's as easy as cutting trees. With Necromancer, you better get a spear from chests at day 1, because the pelt trader doesn't come until day 2. Either that or you should be pretty decent at melee. So if you're thinking of getting this class and you want to rescue the first kid on the first day, then probably start practicing your melee. If it's really hard to the point that it's basically impossible for you, then no problem. the bear trap method is still a reliable strategy. It will take some extra steps to gather materials to upgrade the crafting table and craft the bear trap, but it's not a big deal. Just make sure you're still able to craft at least one bed. But in contrast to the early game, you're very strong at the late game, especially at defending your base. You basically have an infinite army. You can just build a very basic defense, where your torso is hidden so they can't detect you, and you can basically just point to which enemy dies first. The new costume closet only costs 5 wood, and it makes a really great sniping spot. Just place it down, get inside, maybe get a cute costume, and when a raid happens, just snipe them from the inside. They won't detect you and engage you. Okay, I think we pretty much covered everything about this class, but here are some few more things to know. The cultists can be damaged by natural hazards such as traps or the lava pits. Banishing your cultists one by one can be tedious, so you can use the lava pits to quickly kill all your summons if you want to get rid of them quickly. Craftable traps can't damage your summons. This also includes bear traps. Lightning can't damage your summons either. Be careful when you're on top of this cave when rescuing the kids. Your cultists can push you off. It happened to me a couple of times. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. I hope that they fix this class because it has great potential. So yeah, that's all for me for now. I was disappointed, but I have hopes that they'll fix the issue here. See you on the next one. Bye-bye. Wait, I just remembered that I love Necromancer so much that I even made a Necromancer type on this game concept I made.